Let's go!
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Defensively. You're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Green Bay. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ooh. Finally, with the 2 pens, you were able to force on one of them, use a forceps to pull the other one while we're pulling it in. So we got 1 out, and then we're like, you got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
So you got one and the other one was gone too. You guys just didn't realize it because it was attached?
That was well
That's
played there
crazy.
defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh my gosh, man.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll try.
His mom was like that too, I'm sure.
Yeah, his dad was like, his dad came towards the end and he was like, oh, this is a damn TikTok challenge? He's like, what's wrong with y'all?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot.
Well, I mean, he might have been bored.
Down complete. Only 3 yards on the catch.
Look, I'm not
It's 3rd down.
excusing him at all.
And then I did a lap repair, a t-shirt repair. I had this a 4-year.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon?
No, it's fine. he just grabbed the PlayStation. He knows what he was doing.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trubisky picked by his former teammate Adrian Amos. And into the end zone.
I'm listening to you.
6 touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Defensive ball, he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender.
Somebody beat him up.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Like that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So tell me more about it, whatever. Like trying to tease it out, and I was like, was it a sibling? Was it was his younger brother.
The Steeler offense here about ready for
No, the 14-year-old brother. Oh wow, that's crazy. They're old enough to like. Well, I mean, but you know the other one. I mean, the other one must be.
Give your team a chance to score, but you still have
Yeah, like oh my God, Britt.
The other one I think is like involved in
to the contrary.
the last run down.
Oh wait, the brother was there. Oh. I think he check his pamper.
In the backfield, down he goes.
Either he pooped or that was one of his worst parts, or it was shadow.
It brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first.
It might have been shadow.
It's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's crazy.
It looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd down.
And the mom was just like, not saying that she's speaking the lie.
Throwing here, Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking run and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So I put some anesthetic
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing it.
I'd have been doing the same thing. I'd been like, yo, who did it?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, I got to report it if you don't tell me who did it.
But it's a number. I'm like,
2nd and 10.
it's 3 yeah. I'm like, it has to be a score.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because it would have. It couldn't have. Well, it could have happened in the, but then he would have been running the streets.
Right, exactly.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
It's bedtime, baby.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be dense.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line,
Yeah, no, just let me know whenever you're ready.
give yardage in order to gain it.
Yeah, just let me know whenever you're ready.
Gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second and a couple, Trubisky. And he finds Danny Amendola.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Steelers 7.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action. Now Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes it back at it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 31, Trubisky running right through him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Here's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trubisky picked by his former teammate Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And again, it's Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't even do anything.
Got it again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And an ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What'd you pick? I actually tasted it. It did come out well. I was happy with how it tasted. I was surprised because
and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score.
Yeah, the shredding wasn't good at all. The shredding was terrible. It's just because I was being lazy, but that's me. I gotta, you know what I mean? But
that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Rodgers now on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. This time, Trubisky will throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Oh, look at this play call. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, take 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So attack on 3 more with this. It's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Second and 2.
Now it's Trubisky.
Left side taken in by Claypool.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's just make this one.
You don't have to.
Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So
I'll probably eat some of the other stuff so we have something for dinner.
As this one's in the air.
So you could definitely put it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Make sure you say something about your niece, please. Make sure you say something about your niece, please.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. This game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trubisky to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got it.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Sorry.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Crosby. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown
looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
59. Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
7 yards the pick up there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another. Catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it. What's it they do? Are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.